When have we ever seen that penalty? That is such a bizarre. It's a top split glitch, we reckon. Wow. Hey guys, hope we are all doing well. Welcome back to Affinity Racing and another Gran Turismo 7 video. Now this one is a little bit different because we actually managed to spot a bug, a top split bug, I am told it is, and it's very rare that I'm up here in the top split and I've somehow ended up in one accidentally, I do believe. But let's just very quickly introduce you to this race before we get to the bug itself. This is from a live stream earlier in the week. This is Daily Race B, Group 4, 3 laps of Santi Croix, if that's how it's pronounced. Now, I love this track. Once I managed to get back into the rhythm of it and remember how it actually all goes, we get off to a fairly decent start in P10 here. A little bit of contact with Chef on the right, on the left-hand side. And we had some great racing with this guy, and this is why I wanted to include this first sort of 30 seconds or so, because a bit of context to the stream and the race. But this was really, really good fun, good battling with him, and he was pretty much who we were matched for in terms of pace. He manages to stick it on the inside there and gets himself the better exit. He does make a slight mistake here, puts himself into the wall, and believe it or not, that slows you down quite a bit, and so we were able to get that move. He, however, comes straight back, and this is overtake of the day. Look to the radar there. I just squeeze him accidentally, did not even know that he was there. Sticks it up the inside, manages to get a tremendous move done, and I just brake a little bit earlier here, let him round in just total respect and awe of that move. This, however, is the bug that we managed to discover, so keep your eyes peeled, have a watch through. This is my first reactions and thoughts on the stream, and then don't worry, stay tuned, because we will be going back through the replay to actually try and work this one out and decipher what the actual issue is so that you can avoid it for yourself. Oh, I had a slight snap there, dropping down a gear and trying to brake so heavily while... What? Ignore the yellow flag. When have we ever seen that penalty? I have never... Ignoring the yellow flag. When have we ever seen that penalty on GT Sport? The yellow flag, the guy was ghosted. I don't understand. The two people that had caused the yellow flag, one of which had caused the yellow flag, two people had binned it, so we drove around them. I would understand if the yellow flag, if the people that we overtook weren't ghosted and hadn't just put it into the wall or were off the track. 3-second penalty as well. That's brutal. I've never seen that on here ever yet. Not GT Sport, GT7, never seen that. Passing a ghosted car off track. Wow. Is that... I tell you what then, question here. Is that like... is that a top split thing? Because obviously I'm not in the top split very much. And I think by some accident or by the fact that not many people are doing this race, I've ended up in the top split. Or at least with people in the top split. And I know that the higher the level, the higher the lobby, the less likely cars are to ghost, and the less likely it is that it'll actually come up the top saying yellow flags, and you've actually got to look for the stewards, all that sort of stuff. I know they try and make it a bit more realistic in terms of the actual stewarding and stuff. But like, is that an absolute top split thing? I've genuinely never had that before. Never had a penalty for passing under yellow flags. That is such a bizarre... It's a top split glitch, we reckon. Wow. Well, first time for everything, first time for me. The annoying thing is that we were passing the cars that had crashed. That's the mad thing. What is everyone meant to do? Park up behind them and wait for them to correct, and then not gain the position from someone making a mistake. In the eyes of the glitch at the moment, that is what you would have to do to avoid the penalty. With the way that the glitch is at the moment, that is bizarre. And so then, as promised, I said we would take a look at the replays and try and get to the bottom of this very weird glitch. And firstly, looking at the exterior angles, there is nothing sort of untoward about this. You wouldn't actually necessarily spot anything about this. But we're going to switch to the onboard cameras of a few different cars and try and work things out. First of all, we're going to go back to ours, which is pretty much what you've seen in the live stream. We see the yellow car up top there going off, and he's rejoining the track as we pass Chet on the left hand side. He has a little bit of a wobble and we get past. This is where it all begins. So we're moving up quite a few positions, P4 and 5 here. We have the yellow car on the left and the green car on the right, of course. And it's these guys basically are going to have a little bit of a tangle. They go back and forwards, and there it is. The green GTR spins the yellow GTR. He rejoins the track, and he joins, and as you see there, as he rejoins the track, we pass him. That in itself, I don't believe, is the penalty. That I don't believe is the issue. We jump off board again for another wide shot. This is where this is the yellow flag caused only for the yellow car off track, and as we see here, it's Chet that has a little bit of a wobble. We go to his on board, and this is the us basically getting the position on him. We do get the position on both cars, but let's break this down. This is the car that's caused the yellow flag. This is the car that has caused us the foul play, essentially, to get the penalty. And we go past him, Chet, the fellow Brit, and that is what essentially gives us the penalty, or at least from what I can understand it. However, one thing that I found very interesting was this. As we freeze frame this here, this is the very moment that we get past him and gain the position. But as you see, on the exact frame that we do so, the fellow Brit, Chet, is actually off the track. He's actually not on the track. And so that is where I can't work out why we were gifted this wonderful penalty from the stewards. Maybe it is the fact that we overtook the car as he was rejoining, but he is a car that has binned it and put it into the wall. And if we're in motorsport in the real world, Formula 1, British Touring Car Championship, DTM, Super GT, or anything else, there is no way that you're going to see a pack of cars back themselves up into an orderly queue and wait for that person to pull it out of the wall for obvious reasons. Similarly as well, if you are behind a safety car in a race, a safety car is being deployed, and someone in front of you bins it or goes off track, you are not required to wait for them. If they've binned it, you carry on driving, and you essentially have gained the position under the safety car. You've not overtaken them, it has been their mistake that has led them to be off the track, which in this case is exactly what happened. But I can't see a circumstance where we are penalised for overtaking the guy who has caused the yellow flag, which is initially what I thought it was. But as we see there, it is Chet, the fellow Brit, who's had the slight wobble, and we've gone past. But at the point we actually overtook him on second or third or even fourth glance of these replays, I then see that we've actually overtaken him whilst he's been off the track. So that's the weird thing. But it's just been one of those freak sort of glitches. I'm told that it's a top split thing. I'm not in the top split often enough to see that happen, but I'm told that it has been there for a short while, and hopefully something that Polyphony are due to sort out. I think it's just been one of those freak things where the computer and the servers and whatever else just can't quite, compute what has actually happened. It's just been one of those situations, but it's a little bit of a weird one anyways. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Hopefully you don't get stung with this one yourself in the lobbies. But in the meantime, really hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you in the next video, but in the meantime, please do subscribe. Plenty more videos, plenty more live streams on the way, and I shall catch you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe for future videos, future episodes, and more content just like this. And while you're down there, make sure you check out our description for links to our merch store to get hold of awesome t-shirts just like this one. Any orders on the merch store goes a long way to supporting channels just like this. I also think the t-shirts look pretty cool, so make sure you grab what you can, and I shall see you in the next episode.